Once you have your 4 images added, one for each animal, and the citations underneath, you need to move on to part 2 of this assignment. After you've done that, it says then give each image an ID. Remember that IDs should be unique. Using the IDs, give each picture a different border using the border style attribute. So I already have my 4 images, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I need to create, according to this, I need to create 4 IDs. So when I create my ID, I need to add it in 2 different places. First, I need to make the rule here in the style section. So my first ID is going to be for my bear. So I'm just going to name it #bear. And the rule, it says, should be my border style. Now, border style isn't one we've really practiced much. So it says, look in the docs for some of the values you can give. If I go to docs, I can see CSS properties border style. There's a lot of different styles we could use here: solid, dotted, dashed, or double. So I'm going to try dashed as my border style. Dashed. And I need to add my closing bracket. So I've added my #ID here, but I also need to tell the computer to follow this rule for my image. So here, image src, I can also add in another attribute, ID equals bear. Bear. This tells the computer to follow this ID that I've set up, just like we've done before. So let's see what happens when I do this for my bear. Great, my image now has this dotted border. I can do the same thing for my next animal, which is the rat. Border style. I'm going to try dotted for this one. Since I did #rat here, I need to find that image. ID equals rat. Run. Great, the dotted one worked for that. I have 2 more animals. I have cat. Border style. Notice I'm just repeating the same steps over and over again. That border style solid for this one. I will scroll down and find my bat image. ID equals bat. Run. Notice I'm running each time just to double check and make sure it worked. Great. That has its own dotted border. And my last one is the Utah prairie dog. So prairie, border style. Let me double check. I think, docs, border. Let's try double, since that's the one I haven't done yet. Double. And add my closing bracket. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. For my image, my ID equals prairie. Run. Now, great. Every single image has its own ID and it has a unique border around the outside. Notice that each time I added in, I needed to do both the #ID rule here and the image ID equals inside each of the image tags. That's all you need to do to complete the last part of your endangered animals website.